so that I can be encouraged to go on. I said, transforming men is very costly to heaven. There is something I want to tell you like a gift. I want you to know this. You might please know it and remember it as one of the gifts I gave you today. No kingdom invests its resources carelessly. You see, because the destiny of kingdoms is in their resources. Now, those resources are the classified intelligence, or if you like, mysteries that make a kingdom different from another. So is families. Every family, if you're here now and you're listening to me, I want you to hear this. If you're here, you're a family. You must understand that it's a revelation that is meant only for your children, that represent the generational glory of your family. Things you will teach them. You could be teaching them, you could be patterning them. You don't share it with another person, you impart it on them. When you want to impart it on them, you must allow every stranger, every servant to go out. And then you bring them and tell them, come, this is what makes us different. It is from time. This is from time. This is what makes us different from other families. And this is what you should take. And then every day, every night, something like in the morning, you call them. You call them secretly, 4 of them, 5 of them, inside a room, and spend like an hour with them and say, this is what makes us different. I took this in from our fathers, and I'm bringing it to you. It's a kind of light. You're going to transfer it to your children, to endless generation. When Jesus came to the earth, God called him. I was there. God called him and said, the mystery that the spiritual kingdom of heaven is encapsulated in mystery that is classified, and it must not be shared. That everything about that spiritual kingdom is in this. And then Jesus was tutelage in it. And then when he came to the earth, he started separating few. He would tell the disciples, and the one he must kept. Remember that he didn't teach some things. That it was binding. That was the spirit that made him Christ. He didn't teach it. So that being Christ can be a destiny that's left only for him forever. It is in that being Christ, he went to the land of the dead and then took the key from Satan and came out. Classified. It will never repeat. 3 of them that came to transfiguration, they came in the chariot of that. That is why when they came, it was not men that mattered to them. Excuse me, let me ask you to listen. When a man or a lady is important, Mary classified by revelation. She doesn't worry about people. She knew there's something she had that cannot be duplicated. Just like the way I am here. So in Galatians chapter 4, in 5 places they are under there. They took that boy, the potential king, and brought him inside and asked the servants to go and serve. Because the value of that kingdom must not be put on a servant. If they put it on a servant, the kingdom will fall. Not even half of it. Not even 1/10. Not even small measure. Because it is in raising that king with that secret that qualify him to be served. Wait a minute, let me ask you a question. I don't know whether I should continue to tell you this. I'm feeling jealous. When Jesus came to the earth, this is my question. Was it not in the manger? But Gabriel said, you are a king like David. And he inherited carpentry workshop. And eventually he became a king. What happened? That kingdom was encapsulated in mysteries and was kept inside him. Something he refused to share. And he didn't win immediately, but mysteries doesn't lose value. Let me tell you what is called carnality. Carnality is living a life that time and season we make nothing. But those who save their life like Jesus was saved by Christ, time give him bigger dominion. Let me leave it. The moment that he rose up from the grave, up to this, the other day I was telling you, they said about 40 years ago that Iran had only about 5,000 Christians. Now they have about 5 million. Almost 5 million of them were discipled by Jesus from grandstand with a secret that cannot be made valueless. The mockery of Satan on mortals is to make them temporary minded. That is why some past churches, when they're supposed to get big, they fall down. When they're not supposed to be big, they will be big. When they're supposed to be big, they are collapsed. Maybe somebody hear what I said. I said some men of God, when they're not supposed to be popular, they get popular. Yes, when they're supposed to be popular, they have disappeared. Because they think that they are committing, they are trying to commit their life into the hand of Jesus. And they don't know that Jesus will not take responsibility for their personal ministries. Jesus will not take responsibility for your life. Please, let me help you to hear it. He won't take responsibility for your life. If that life is your own, take responsibility for it.
Thank you, sir.
I say if that life is your own, God will never take responsibility for it. He will protect it. He will not plant money in your account to buy a car. You should preserve your life and grow into honor. And you should take personal responsibility. I told you that God prefers those who are taking responsibility for their life than those who are committing their responsibility to them. There is nobody who committed his life into the hand of God that didn't regret. You committed your life into the hand of God and abandon yourself, you will regret. What is even prayer? Is they say, Lord, ayo sivenu, ayila obeo. I'm going to be talking to you. Will you help me to see how I can take responsibility for my life? Now, excuse me. That is the best prayer. Yes, wonder what you will use. Like do I am shepherd. You wonder what you will use to take responsibility, and then you fall back. You fall back to God to feel emotional. Excuse me, how does God? Excuse me. You know, a flesh doesn't have value. A flesh doesn't, and it's depending on God to give you value. How? This is flesh. What has God to do with it? This is flesh. If God will heal it, He will put light in your soul and pass through your soul to it. He won't jump your soul like come here. It's like when you go home now and this thing is in you. It's like a shield, a cloud. It has gotten through you, and then it oozes out from your soul and then came to your body. The light. That is why meditation very precious. Let me explain something to you. I give it to you as a gift. Listen. Those who don't have value on earth, who doesn't have, they will never understand how important meditation is. Even now I said it, we understand at different levels. What is called poverty and being nothing is doesn't have ability to stay with something that is important. And it's at different levels. It's at
different levels.
Church, is it great? What God do is to depend on the light in your soul to treat your body. I said depend on the light of your soul to treat your body. He must go to your soul to take light there. We call it the cocoon. That is immortality. You must know what is called transfer. Transfer light from spirit to soul, from soul to body, continuously. I have seen ministers prayer. Let us pray. Pray. You pray. Very important. Very miracle. Very important. Very. Remember that all the miracle that happened from those who took care of their souls. All. Let me tell you something. I know I will continue. I will continue. 40 days is 100 days is far. Let me tell you something that will touch you. There's no responsibility God took anytime. God took any time to do anything concerning somebody's body. Anytime somebody was helped on earth, it was a man that helped him. Those who know how to help others. But the first help is teaching.